Joining us now via Skype from the first ever water conference, OriginClear's water conference, is the Dean of Water, Mr. Riggs Eckelberry. Riggs, always good to see you.
Well, Don, I'm here at the Kretz Innovation Center, which is maintained by the City of Los Angeles and the Department of Water and Power. It's an amazing facility. And behind me, live as I speak, the water barons, as I call them, the guys who are building this incredible vision of ours, are meeting, giving each other their technologies, their vision. And in fact, there's another Skype going to happen because our technology head, Jean-Louis, is in France. He's going to be Skyping in with his presentation. So we're going to make this huge thing work, and it's going to be one of many.
Well, that's exciting. Now, who pulls rank, the water barons or the Dean of Water?
You know, this is, I guess, it's a confederation of equals is what it is.
Now, what are some of the things you're discussing?
Well, for example, where the company is going. You know, we have a philosophy that many people in water have a problem with how the large companies acquire them, because you've heard of Chainsaw Dunlap. Well, this was a guy who came in and just ripped everything up. And this is what is done when you get acquired, and they have a fatalistic view of, well, I'm going to make a few million, I'll lose everything I built, but at least, you know, my family's taken care of. We think it's better to keep these people in charge, let them build further on their incredible brand that they personally have, and kind of have more of United States of Water, as I call it, more of a federation approach. And this is perfect for that long tail that I was telling you about, all these small operators that are too small for the super big companies to buy, but we can bring them in more as, you know, co-members of this incredible group.
Well, you've mentioned on the program before, Riggs, that the evolution of the water business moves at a snail's pace. So by doing what you're doing, you can accelerate that dramatically, can't you?
Well, exactly. For example, we have one of our guests here has amazing connections inside government, because as you know, there's a big problem with the algae blooms in Florida and in Texas right now. And we have the technology. I just saw a whole presentation on it. But if you don't have the right connections in government, nothing's going to happen. They are accustomed to wild-eyed inventors coming in and saying, hey, I got a solution. You know, look what Costner went through on that whole big problem with the blowout that they had in the Gulf of Mexico. He just basically was a very, very public failure. So you have to work within the channels, within government, and these people have the connections. We bring them in, all of a sudden our technologies find much faster acceptance and, of course, you know, revenue, they become standards, and that makes us really potentially a dominant company from very small pieces assembled in this long tail concept I'm telling you about.
So dealing with governments with respect to water, is that part of the agenda during this water conference?
Can you say that again?
I said dealing with governments, is that part of your agenda at this water conference that you're in part of right now?
So true, because we, you know, I'll give you an example. Dan Early, who heads Modular Water, I told you he's the Henry Ford of water, has modular pump stations that are plastic, reinforced plastic, you drop in the ground, 100-year service life, and literally there's one has been put in place at the LA Federal Courthouse, not 3 minutes from here, and all of LA has decaying pump stations that are now just breaking down because of all kinds of issues. This goes in, you got another 100 years for all pump stations in LA, and that's what we can deliver now. But the government has to be involved.
Once again, from the first ever OriginClear Water Conference, we're talking with the Dean of Water, Mr. Riggs Eckelberry. He's also the CEO of OriginClear. OCLN is their stock symbol. Riggs, thanks so much for sharing this event with us. We really appreciate it.
Video next week.
Great.